Alrighty, I'm going to try again to show you how to put movies onto discs for yourself. First thing you want to do is download a program called uTorrent. 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 Very tiny BitTorrent client. That's the first thing you want to do. So go to uTorrent. Here it is, and then you can see over here, free download. Click on that, and it wants you to save file. And uTorrent starts opening. And you want to click on that, double click the uTorrent execute, and then click on the run. Now you got to watch when you're downloading this because it's going to try to put stuff you don't want on your computer. So, first window of uTorrent download pops up, go to next. And they try to tell you here, don't pay for this, we're free. Good, next. You got to go through the read license thing and you got to pick that you agree. Now you hear it says you're going to install uTorrent in your program files. Good, and here, create a start menu entry. Yes. Create a quick icon. Yes. Create a desktop icon. Yes. We want all three of those. So we next. Now this next thing, it says add an exception for uTorrent in Windows Firewall. We want that, but what you don't want is start uTorrent when Windows starts up. Programs always try to make themselves start when your computer turns on, and then they take up time and energy on your computer and they're running when you don't want them to run. So that one we're going to turn off. See how we have it checked off. We don't want to start uTorrent when Windows starts up. We want to start uTorrent when we want to start it later on. So next, it's offering us some free download. We don't care about checking this free download, so turn that off. Go to next. And the same thing it tries to do here always again. Set your home page. No, we don't want that. We don't want to make it powered by Bing. We do accept the license agreement and wants to do torrent. No. These ones we don't want the browser. We don't want to make it our home page. All these extra things it tries to make you do. So skip those. Turn those check marks off. And then install.
Mexican actor Ricardo Montalban, which was in Star Trek.
So now after we pick the things we do and don't want from this program, the actual install is going to start.
I think so, but the guy that had those weird bugs coming out of his ear.
We don't need to show this again, so there's a little thing up here that says don't show this screen again. Check on it.
Yeah, he would.
Click step 1 here. We got to go through the intro. This is a little video tutorial on how to use uTorrent. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. I'm not going to watch it right now. I don't care. Up in the corner up here, there's X out this little video window. We don't need to worry about this. So now we have uTorrent when we want it. So close this down. And we go to step 2, which is downloading ConvertX to DVD. So here it is, ConvertX to DVD. That's the website, ConvertX to DVD. And that's another way that it reads. If you want to see the actual address, so you click there. Here's the free download. Click that. Same thing. So here's where you're downloading ConvertX to DVD, and the window's going to pop up. ConvertX to DVD setup, exe. Double click on that, and this setup installation window will pop up. Wants you to set up in English. Yes, you do. So click OK. And follow the prompts for putting ConvertX to DVD on here. Here you want to pick that you accept the agreement. Go to next. It's going to tell you where it wants to put the file. Usually you just leave it where it wants to put it, so you go next. Now it's going to ask you the video format supported by your DVD&D player. We are NTSC, United States and stuff. That one. Click on that one, NTSC. Go next. Just do next again. Now it's going to ask you to create a desktop icon. Create a quick launch. Sure. It already doesn't want to do these two, so leave those two off. Just the two check marks it has. Go next. And now you're actually ready to install. Pretty fast.
So this is like the opposite. Mind your own business. I'm telling you. Don't tell me what it feels like, all right? I'm gonna go out. Come on. Another sign of a meddling bureaucracy.
Once it's done installing, you'll want to hit next. And it asks you if you want to launch it. And it jumps into some website instantly to try to sell you stuff. So just X out of that website up here. And you bring this window will pop back up, which is saying if you want to complete the install. It was actually just down on the lower part of my screen here. At the setup bar right here, that little window. So I clicked on that, this popped up. It asks me if I want to launch it, but we don't want to launch it yet because we still need to get our movie. So I turn that off and finish. Now that's ready to go on my computer once we get the movie. So now you have the two programs you need on your computer. Now you need to go to a place called the Pirate Bay. This is where you'll get your movie files. thepiratebay.org. So now you want to see here what kind of movie you want to have. You can see search torrents. That's the name of these movies files. All audio, video. We're going to pick video. We're going to pick a movie. I don't know what movie do we want to pick. We want to pick let's pick that movie Invictus that you watched me pick before. So there's Invictus right there, and we go to Pirate Search and get to the part where we talk about the seeds. Now there's your SE for seeds. You want to pick a movie that has a lot of seeds. So we will scroll down the page.
Oh, check the language too.
There's one with 40 seeds. That looks good.
Make sure it's English.
The next thing you want to look over here is what kind of file it is. We have a DVD rip and XVID. Those are the things you want it to say, either DVD rip or XVID. This one says both, so that's good. The next thing you want to do is go to comments. You can see if it has comments, it'll have this little yellow speech bubble right there. Right there. Click into it right there. And you can see again here, it says 11 comments. So you want to read those to see if it's a good file or not. Scroll down and you'll see them here. Comments here, this one guy says here, audio 10, video 10. Gives it a good comment. The guy says he appreciates your videos, and you read it through and you look if this stuff says, you know, it's all in a foreign language, or it does as a virus, it doesn't work right. Read it up, you know, great quality, this guy says. Make sure you like what people say about it. You also want to make sure you're downloading in the right language. So we see that here. Where does it say if the language is wrong? It'll say somewhere in this part the information about it if it's in a foreign language or not. Now you're going to be downloading some foreign language movies sometime, so maybe you want to see it. Say that it's in Spanish if you want it in Spanish, right? So you'll be looking for that stuff. So you like it, you want to download it, you're going to go here. Not the big green download button, but instead download this torrent. Click on that. And this window pops up. And it says here, open with uTorrent, save file, and what you want to pick is to save file. Hit OK, and your window pops up here. Now here is the movie. DVD rip Invictus, looks like the file name that you liked. So you're going to right click that, and a window is going to pop up that says here, open containing folder. Click on that. And there is Invictus 2009 DVD rip right there. So right click on that, and you will see in this scrolling list of stuff, open with. And when that shows up, you want to do open with uTorrent. Click on that. Here's your uTorrent. Here you're going to hit OK. You can actually also hit, don't show this again here, because you're going to do this every time for this part. And it's going to start to download. Downloading 0.0%. Tell you the speed here as it starts, the upload speed, how much time is left, the name of the file. Now this is the part where if you had more seeds, it means more people are letting you get it, and you're going to get it faster. So we're going to wait for this to finish downloading before the next step, okay? So it's still downloading, Mom, but I just want to show you the next step. Let's pretend this says 100%. It's finished downloading, and it's actually going to say here you started to seed it to other people. That means you're giving other people the file now, because you have the full copy now. What you're going to want to do when it's done downloading is go to the name of the file and right click it, and you'll see again open containing folder. Click on that, and now you see that same place where you had the movie before, where it was at first this uTorrent file. It's now an AVI file. The reason why you're here is you're trying to look at the file path, where it is in your computer, so later on you can go find it. You know it's in there, you know it's the right kind of movie file now, AVI. So you can close this window, go back to right click on the name of it, there, and you're going to go to remove and you're going to pick remove and delete torrent. You don't want to pick the one that deletes the data too. That's the actual movie. You just want to delete the torrent so nobody else can take it from you and use up your internet time. It's going to ask you if you want to do this because it wants you to leave it there so you can share it with people. You can get rid of this so it doesn't keep asking you every time by clicking this. And then you hit OK. Yes, you do want to delete this. So there you go. Movie's done, uTorrent's done. Now you want to close uTorrent. So you want to go up here and X out uTorrent. But it's still actually going to be running in the background of your computer. So down in this corner of your computer, you have all these programs that are running at the same time. You want to pick the uTorrent one. You'll see the little green symbol. Right click it and hit exit. And it's going to ask you if you really want to leave uTorrent. That's what this window says. And you say, you don't need to always ask you. Yes, you do. So check that off so it doesn't ask you this question every time. And then hit yes. And it'll finally close uTorrent. Now you're done here. You've got the movie in the right kind of file to put onto the DVD. So that's the next step. Go to your computer and find Convert X to DVD. So now we've got the movie downloaded. It's through uTorrent. It's the kind of file we can put on the disk. We want to go to Convert X to DVD. Here, double click on that to launch it. Hopefully your computer's slow, but it finally opened the thing. It might pop up with a little trial window, buy this. Just X out of that. You don't want to buy anything, it's free. So now you're in Convert X to DVD. You're going to go to File right here. Click on that. Here's that trial window. Just X out of this trial junk. Go to File. You want to add video. It says add videos to file right here. Click on that. And go find your video. Now you could have your video where uTorrent left it, or you could make yourself a separate movie file. That's why back in uTorrent you were looking at where it left the movie. You can take it from there and put it into your standard movie file. Or else you can just go into wherever uTorrent keeps it and go find it. Now in our case I didn't finish downloading the movie, so I'm going to pick one of my other movies. just to show you what we're doing here. So we'll use this one here, which is a movie file, pretending it's our movie that we chose. And it's gonna, pick the movie that you want, pick open, and there it is in your thing. There's the movie, there's something about the title, and you go here to convert it. Actually, over here it tells you encoding option, best possible. Now, the bigger your movie file is, the lower the quality will be, and we talked about this, so that it can fit on one disc. So you just let it do its thing to fit it all on one disc for you. This is a short movie, so it can fit it really good video. And you're going to click on convert right here. And then just leave it. If you have a disc or a DVD disc in your thing already, in your computer already, once it converts it, it will automatically want to burn it. And it'll just start doing it. If you don't have a disc in there, once it finishes converting it to the kind of program or file, that can go on the DVD, it'll ask you to put a disc in so it can now burn it for you. Then it'll burn. So first you'll see it converting, then it'll burn, and then your CD tray will pop open and it'll say operation complete, something like that it'll say to you, and you now have your finished movie to pop into your DVD player and watch. And that's it. I'm going to stop this because I'm just showing you, I'm not doing the real movie here.
Down, we have a problem.
What you just heard there was if there's a problem with it converting and burning the DVD, it tells you, damn, we have a problem. And it stops what it's doing. So if that happened, it means maybe the file that you're using is no good, or something went wrong with the original download of the movie. It happens sometimes, but shouldn't if you follow these instructions.